Welcome, everyone, to Talented Universes, forging into Star Wars Maul. And a Shadow Lord, I'll get it eventually. It's like my brain has not been working the last 48 hours. But anyway, episodes 3 and 4, which episode 3 is titled Whispers in the Unknown. And chapter 4, and I said they do say chapters, I guess, not episodes, chapters. Chapter 4 is Pride and Vengeance. Now, sadly, we were chit-chatting before we went on air, and I said, no, we got to stop because it's not going to go on air with all these fun things we're saying. So I'm going to go by who got in here first today. So I'm going to have Luke just give his impressions of the 2 episodes that we just saw. A quick thing so we can go into details later.
Yes. Being brief as I'm wont not to do, but I will be brief. I mean, these were great for sure. I think episode 3 was a standout for me. Episode 3 was awesome in so many ways. We'll talk about later. But definitely my favorite of the 4 so far. Episode 4 was still great. Just it didn't quite. Episode 3 was just like, wow, this is so good. But yeah, overall though, super solid. I really like where the story's going. Some really great character moments, great dialogue. Just great.
Alexis.
I agree. I thought these 2 episodes were amazing. I liked episode 4. I thought the ending of episode 4 was just amazing. And I really am excited for episode 5 now. I don't know. I loved it all. I loved how a lot of our questions were answered. And these also too, but I won't say any more. I'll wait till we discuss them.
Wait till we go do that.
Yeah.
Tyler.
Yeah.
Oh, and I just love these. I loved them both. I think this is the kind of Star Wars stuff that I've been wanting for a while, and I feel like these 2 episodes really delivered in a big way, and still like set up even more of the story. Like there's just so many places this could go, and I'm excited to talk about it and dive in. I was the one that couldn't wait to talk until we started. So.
Well, I wasn't going to mention who it was, but
it was me. I was geeking.
Well, I know, but others did too. But before you got on, so. But I will just say, I mean, I really enjoy these 2 episodes. I agree, much better than 1 and 2, which I kind of figured it might be because 1 and 2, in my opinion, were setups. So. Trying to get you into this little world that they were starting to create. So I'm very excited about episode 5 also. I have to wait a whole week.
I know.
It's like,
but how good of a feeling is that, right? Like,
that is good. Like, that is good, and especially now since I just found out I have to go out of town till probably till Monday, and I was like, I'm going. No fun. But anyway, on to other fun things. Who wants to start?
I think Tyler has
lots
to say.
Okay.
I feel like I started before we even hit play. I mean, this. Okay, so same thing as last week. Like I'm gonna get the two episodes confused. So I'm gonna talk about them as just one thing.
Yeah, I agree.
But like, man, it came in so hot. Like with like the way they at the very beginning of episode 3, right? They trick the Pike Syndicate, and I thought that was just brilliant because there was a split second there where we didn't know that it wasn't Maul, right? Where it was just like another Dathmiri man, another Night Brother or whatever.
I was pretty sure it wasn't Maul because when Vario, gets the stun bolt on him, I was like, at first I was like, oh, Vario, you fool, that's never gonna work. And then he does it, and I'm like, okay, well that's not. There's no way Vario gets the drop on Maul. He would have sensed that coming a mile away. So
I would think it's unlikely, but there was that split second, at least for me, where I was like, okay, like how? Like how did Vario get the drop on him? Like this guy's the guy, right? And then to see that it was all one big setup, and he just came in and again, we got an awesome action sequence where he just destroyed
He came in hot.
everyone. He came in real hot. Like,
Yeah.
from the very beginning of that episode, I was so hyped. I was like, let's go. This is going places, and I'm ready to rock and roll. And I mean, the rest of the episode didn't let me down at all. I feel like they're developing the characters really well. Even with introducing new characters and adding on to the story of these legacy characters, like it's all just kind of coming together in this really beautiful picture. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Why do you think? Question I had about that opening sequence in episode 4 with the Pikes is, why do you think all that subterfuge was necessary? Why the body double, and why Vario's pretend, because like clearly once the ship could have landed, Maul could have just cut his way through into the throne room easily, or just sneak in like he did anyway. So what do you think Maul's purpose was with all that? Seemingly,
my opinion is he just wanted the showmanship, the drama, so they'll think, oh look, we got things, so we're all fine, and then all of a sudden it's like everything changes, and they're all dead.
They're all dead.
Yeah, I mean, Luke, that's a really good point. Like, why didn't he just come in and truly destroy? Like, why play the deception game? But I think that what they're showing through sequences like this, and even the stuff we saw in episodes 1 and 2, where he's, patiently letting the two, rival gang members take each other out, right? What they're trying to establish is that Maul is not just the brute that we saw in episode 1, who's silent, quiet, just comes in and fights. Like, this guy is an intellectual character. He is he's a patient. Really, we always see him rushing in and just destroying people, but behind that veneer is this very patient, calm, well thought out, planned individual who is taking his time to make sure he gets to his goals and not get discovered along the way, right? Because if he really just wanted to go and kill all his enemies, he could just go and do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
See, that's what I thought. Why did he let Devin go? He just let her go.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. He can't be the one to kill. So I think it's all the setup to find the master, right? Which he did.
Yeah.
Found what's his name, Daki.
Yeah.
But like, even when in that fight scene with Daki, he lets Daki go. Like, he could have just
them both go. Yeah.
Lets them both go. But he can't be the one to kill Daki.
Right.
Not directly, because then that turns Devin against him.
Right.
So I think he's strategically planning for the Empire to come into play, which we saw at the end of episode 4.
Which it is. Yay.
And I think they're going to end up having to fight Devin and her master. They're going to kill her master, and then he can go, see, if you had more power, then you could have prevented that. And guess who can get you more power? Me.
She's gonna be Darth Talon for
She's
sure.
gonna be Darth Talon, but that's
She's so gonna be Darth Talon.
It's the slow manipulation, right? Like, even at the end of episode 3 or whatever, when he says like, "I'll see you later, Devin," like, she never told him his name.
No, never.
No.
Yeah.
Like, that was a power play. He's like, I am in your mind, right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't tell me, but I already knew, because I can read your thoughts, because you are too
I love
weak.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
an
love
excellent prediction, Tyler,
Yeah.
regarding the Empire and the Empire killing the Master, and then Darth Maul using that as the angle. I think that's spot on. I so bet that's what, because I was so worried and sad that Daki was going to die in the fight with Maul. Mirroring Qui-Gon's death when in Phantom Menace, when the first time Maul fought a Jedi and Apprentice Master team.
Yeah.
But he survived there, and that's I think that's very smart, Tyler. I think that's definitely true.
I think it also goes to show that Maul has learned from that first fight, right? Because
Yep.
what he ended up doing was making an eternal enemy out of Obi-Wan and reinforcing Obi-Wan's connection to the light side, right? He's like, I can't do my master dirty. I have to bring you to justice the way my master would have wanted. So if Maul kills Daki, he just sets Talon down the same path that her master went down. He has to seduce her more slowly.
Yeah. I like that.
It was cool how that whole last sequence. I don't know if it was a deliberate homage to the end of Phantom Menace, but it felt very much like a mirror image
The
of
same.
it, where
Mhm.
the firefight between the police and the gangs was very reminiscent of Queen Amidala and the droids in the hangar, while at the same time the lightsaber fight between Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon, and then in this case Daki and Devin is going on. They're right next to each other. So it all felt like very, very evocative, of
Mhm.
that moment.
I think they did that on purpose. They
Yeah.
mirrored it. Yeah.
And weren't they playing the Duel of the Fates motif?
They
All that
did.
It sounded
So
like
that
it,
was,
yeah.
It was a missed opportunity. I was like, why
I
aren't
know.
people
It
waiting
sounded
right
very
now?
similar to it. Yeah. It'd
It's
been
so
cool.
sad.
Yeah.
Because that was I thought episode 4 was kind of a tale of, for me at least, it was like missed music opportunities, because they didn't do Duel of Fates where like they so could have, and then at the end they didn't do the Imperial March right as the Star Destroyer is coming over. It's like,
Yeah.
where's my Imperial March right now? What's going on?
Well, if you play the Imperial March,
Oh.
you're gonna think very specifically that it's Vader, right?
Fair,
At least
yeah,
at least I would. I don't think they're gonna bring in Vader yet. They're gonna do the Inquisitors first,
yeah,
right?
probably.
So that's my thought on that one. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Disney's definitely not known for missing the mark with music opportunities at all.
That's
I
true.
know.
They haven't hired me to do any of their covers. So.
Because they already used Duel of
Soon they
Fates
will,
in the
Tyler.
very-
Soon they will.
in the very first episode, at Maul's entrance, in
Yeah.
the first episode, they used Duel of Fates there. So they've proven they could do it.
Oh,
That's
absolutely.
true.
why
did,
why
yeah.
not do it here, where it's like this would have been the best
That's
one?
true.
There might be another place they're using it though.
Yeah.
I got to give them credit. Everything about these 4 episodes has been really methodical,
Yeah.
like
They're
really
really good.
strategic on their end, compared to the Star Wars project that shall not be named. Like this is a vastly different experience.
Yeah.
And so like it wouldn't shock me at all if this has been planned out far in advance to like they're going to use the right sounds at the right time. And I actually trust right now that they're going to do it right, because they've done it right 4 times in a row.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
It's
give them
true.
credit where credit's due. Like, no complaints.
I also love how we found out that the ex-wife works for the Empire. I
Mhm.
loved that.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's
I
right.
loved that. That was amazing.
Now,
But they added that in there.
is she on that Imperial ship?
That'd be cool.
Quite possibly.
She could be. I'm
What if she's
hoping.
one of the
I want a
Inquisitors?
reconnection. I hope
That
so.
would be cool, Tyler.
That'd be awesome.
That would be really cool.
Yeah,
That would be terrifying. That would set up a whole new like
Yeah,
conflict
that'd be pretty
triangle,
cool. Yeah.
right?
That could also
Yeah.
explain why the detective is so kind of cool-headed, laid back around like Force users and lightsabers and things.
Yeah.
Because
He
usually
just
a
gave it to
civilian,
them to go.
right? Usually a
Yeah.
civilian coming in contact was like, "Whoa, what's that?" But he's just kind of like, "Oh, that's just a thing."
He knew.
So, yeah.
hmm I agree with that.
And add a little bit more color to that line he says, "We're like, I haven't seen one of these since the Clone Wars."
Yeah.
Or when we talked last week, we were like, that doesn't really make sense, unless
Unless
it was the last lightsaber he saw was his wife's, and then
See?
she became an Inquisitor. Oh, that would actually make a lot of sense. Oh,
It's good.
That's juicy. That's juicy.
It is.
oh, Disney, let it be so. That'd blow my mind.
But you're right though. How if she does become Darth Talon, how are they gonna get her out? Of this
Oh, yeah.
series.
That's what we were
Darth
talking about
Maul-
before. We got to give context first.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
skeptical about the Darth Talon thing, just because Darth Talon is so far away. It's over 100 years from now. So I was
Yeah.
like, I mean, it's entirely possible, but it just seems a bit odd to have an origin story so far advanced.
What? And you're thinking about the legend Darth Talon, right?
Yes.
Right.
I
And so
suppose, I suppose.
George Lucas's story treatments for 7, 8, and 9, which is what this series is based off of, had Maul with an apprentice named Darth Talon.
Okay.
So we're
this could be a
thinking
new-
of 2 different Darth Talons in this
Right.
case, but this is
Right,
based off of George Lucas's original story treatments. Her name would be Darth Talon. And kind of the theory that I had mentioned for those of you listening in right now, I had said before we started the show today was basically like, I think it would be great if in whatever next trilogy of movies Disney comes out with, because I know they've talked about like a Rey movie.
Another Rey, yeah.
They need a bad guy. I think this would be a cool place for them to establish the origin story of Darth Talon as the main villain in that new trilogy. But the issue that Disney will face is they have to get her out of the show alive, but she can't be in the main galaxy, right? So they need to do kind of what they did in Ahsoka and establish that there's this other place that no one can get to where Thrawn and Ahsoka and Ezra have been trapped for years. Darth Talon's got to go somewhere like that, maybe not there specifically, but somewhere like that, and then get brought back because she can't be around during 6, 7, and 8.
Right.
And I think that'd be so cool.
I agree.
Or could she be
I agree.
frozen like Han Solo was, and whatever that was?
Actually, yeah, that would work, right? Freeze her in carbonite. That'd be interesting. But I want to see her alive and off somewhere else, so that way she can develop her powers.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Because if she's just frozen in carbonite, she's just kind of stuck.
Yeah.
At her current level, she's what, like 16 years old? Like,
right? Yeah.
If that, I don't even know if she's 16. Like,
she's young right now.
Yeah,
she's
super
very young.
super young. And if she were to get frozen in carbonite for like 50 years, basically, and then brought back to it, like she wouldn't be that much of a threat to the chick that just killed Palpatine for like the third time or whatever. So like it'd be a no contest, right? It wouldn't be hard enough. So she's got to be off training. I mean, if they want to link this to Ahsoka, she could be training like with Abeloth or something like that, and bring in that character.
That'd be cool too. Please let it happen.
I'm dying to see Abeloth on the big screen and then see live action Mortis gods. But
yes,
that's a whole.
I want it so much.
If that's not, if they don't introduce that in Ahsoka season 2, I will give up on. I don't know.
On Disney.
I'll stop drinking caffeine because I just can't. I'll get too hyper. Like I'll have to punish myself with something.
I mean, a lot of legends I just hold in my head as the true canon, but you know,
I don't disagree.
That's just me being bitter.
No, I don't disagree. I listen to those books on repeat, and I think that's one of the coolest characters. Same with the Ujan Vong, you know, that they never introduced, and Darth Kaitis. But we can fantasize about what that would look like, and at the moment, it's not here. So
it's kind of like what they did at the end of Acolyte, though, where they brought in, you know.
Oh, don't mention that. That's the show.
I know. But I'm just saying.
We don't even.
I know, but I'm just saying that's what it reminds me of. Is the
It's
end
so
of that.
funny how Star Wars is such a minefield. Like, things you don't want to.
I know.
You're pretty free and clear, except for that like one thing. Except for the one thing.
I agree. That was terrible. Anyways.
So much potential. Anyway. But I get what you're saying. Like they can start hinting at some things. Like that, just teasing it with creepy little fingers off to the side of the screen.
Off to the side of the screen. Peeking out.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So the next thing that was a little crazy, maybe, would be what?
Like the next crazy thing we saw, or that we're going to predict is happening.
That's going to be
that we saw, and then we what we saw so far.
Yeah.
And then what got me is the things that I didn't want to say on air last week. I saw even more possibilities that it might be true. With the sports game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And with the kid just so disappointed.
Yeah.
So
that was sad.
That was really sad.
That was very sad.
And I just went, did he really have to go? I guess maybe he did really have to go, but the timing was not good for his son.
At least I'm happy though that the son is with the dad and not with the mom empire, you know, that at least the dad has the.
Yes, but he's not giving what his son needs. That's the problem.
That's true. Yeah.
That's why I'm not going to say it still. But that worry. Let me just say that worries me. Yes, that worries me.
Yeah.
He might go down a bad path. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, I think we talked about last week. I think the son is gonna die.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I can't remember if that was after we ended
I
last
think it
week
was
where we were
after.
talking about
I
that.
think
But
it
yeah,
was
kind of
after,
my prediction is that the son is gonna die, and
Yeah.
it'll come down to like, you know, the dad's trying to do the right thing. Son's gonna
Yep.
try and like step in and save his dad.
Yeah.
You know, jump in front of the bullet, and it's gonna break our heart. You know,
Yeah.
because it's really that storyline that I think is developing the most emotional appeal for me right now.
mhm.
Right,
Yeah.
see this broken father-son relationship.
Yeah. Which is sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else you wanted to bring up, or just, I mean, we got on some of the stuff, and it's just a whole
I'm just
thing through the whole thing.
I'm excited for episode 5 after watching that.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Episode 5 is going to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big question that we've already been talking about is, who is on the ship? Who's in command of the mission?
Yeah.
If Two Boots said, like, use the words Darth Maul or Maul, right? That's gonna trigger a huge priority
thing.
one.
Oh, yeah.
alert,
Huge. Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like,
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like Vader, it could warrant Vader's immediate attention at this point, especially since in this early on in the Empire, he's like doing a tour around the galaxy, hunting down all the Jedi, and so this would kind of align with his current mission objectives right now.
Mhm.
But I do agree with Tyler that I imagine they'll build up to that. I don't think the first contact will be Vader himself. So.
Well, didn't they show in the trailer? There's the Inquisitor, like, what's his name, Merrick or something like that, Marok.
I haven't seen the trailer. I haven't seen any trailers.
I don't.
You didn't
yeah,
see the
I don't-
trailer
I haven't seen the
for
trailer
the
either.
no for like the show in general.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I
didn't
did.
see the trailer.
We're gonna have to
No,
watch
okay.
it. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure that's who
That's
it
who
is.
it's gonna be.
Yeah, I googled it to make sure I was saying his name right. It's Marok. And
Marok.
we saw him in the Ahsoka series, and he was like that Inquisitor that was like dust. He was like a ghost. Do you recall?
Yes.
And we were all like, well, that was at least my thought when I saw that was like, okay, but like, who is he?
Yeah.
And I think this is where we see who he is.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I think that's who's probably on the ship, and will be kind of Maul's first big challenge against the Empire. Because I think you gotta save Vader for like the finale.
The last episode.
Right. The last episode or the last two, depending on how
Vader
they want
comes
to
and-
break it up and stuff like that. But at first we gotta send the disposable people in there. And that could actually give credence to why he got brought back as a Night Sister ghost dude later on, Maybe it's who's the well, actually it could be Thrawn's ship. At
The
this point in
Chimera?
time.
Really?
Couldn't
You think
it-
it's the Chimera?
Well, I mean, it could be, couldn't it?
It could be.
It totally could be the Chimera, and we could actually see Thrawn,
same
and then
time.
he has, yeah,
Yeah.
because he would have come up. He hadn't Rebels hasn't happened yet, so he's still in the main universe at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be kind of wild, but there is no reason it couldn't be. I mean, it's not like Thrawn's on any other assignment right now. So
Well, we just know that Merrick gets randomly turned into a zombie ghost guy, and Thrawn is super close with the Night Sisters,
right,
Yeah.
right, and all their magic voodoo stuff. So like that would be cool. I didn't even think about that till just now.
Yeah.
That really is the big question: is who's on the ship, though?
Yeah.
He's on the
Yeah.
ship. Yeah.
I like that relationship also with the commander and Two Bit, like their relationship.
Two Boots. Yeah.
Or Two Boots, yeah. How he was like they were like saying, I'm sorry for turning, I deactivated you, and he's like, oh, I'm sorry for what's about to,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I really like
cool
that.
to see. I really like seeing Two Boots as like a really competent droid, really competent and intelligent droid. You know, like,
Yeah.
like someone who could like get stuff done. Like when he was like trying to apprehend the mercenaries and at the Pike deal.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
It was, you know, it's just like,
He-
I think, given his voice and demeanor, we're kind of conditioned to seeing like the C-3PO bumbling droid archetype. You
I was
know,
just gonna
it,
say
it,
he's very
it's
much
cool to,
C3PO.
yeah, but it's cool to turn that on his head. It's like, no, this C-3PO can handle a blaster. He knows what's up.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
Yeah.
Had more training
like
or
that.
something. You know, so.
yeah. But besides knowing 6 million forms of communication.
Well, precisely. Because you know you have to have both if you're in around these shows. So
Yes.
you can't just do it. You know, whatever.
Yeah.
But hey, what do you got? Let's see. Okay, let's see. This is a message from Ray Tyler. Loving the show, guys. Can you all go around and each give your best Darth Maul impression? I am going to pass on that
Yeah, me too.
for reasons that I do not need to explain. If anybody wants to, they're welcome to, but
Luke, you got to do it, bro.
Oh no. Pathetic. There's actually a line that he said I really like. Don't realize how fragile these institutions are until they are ripped away.
I like that. That was pretty good.
well, that was scary. I'm scared now.
It was so just like
that's pathetic compared to the actual master. But
Well, I mean, none of us can really compare to Sam Witwer. He's really owned it.
He has. Absolutely has.
And as I've said,
he's so good.
I don't know if I said it on air, but I met the guy in person and I've chatted with him, and that does not sound like him at all in real life. I mean, he's a very, very good voice actor. I mean,
He is.
He's done things that you just don't know it's him, at least to me.
I love the interaction in the episode 3 of Devin and him when she stole his, lightsaber, and then they were in the dark. And oh, it was so good.
It's great you mentioned that, Alexis. I have that. That was one of the first things I wrote in my notes about episode 3. Is just that whole opening sequence with the tea and the discussion.
The
it was
tea,
like,
yeah,
it
was so
dialogue
good.
was just so well written. The tension was palpable the whole time. And it's really, really great. And then at the end, I loved how the fight between her and Maul, you could see Devin confronting the dark side in that moment. You saw her touch it, just briefly, but she did touch it there, and it was really cool to see that. And it's just all super well done, really, really well done.
Yeah.
Well, do we have anything else that we wanted to bring up, or are we ready to give a number rating for episodes 3 and 4 combined?
I got one other thing that I thought was just kind of cool. During the fight between Devin and her master and Maul, did you notice how Maul used the Force scream?
Yeah.
Did anyone else pick up on that? 'Cause I think I think it's the second time we've ever seen that. And the first time was when Sidious was fighting Mace Windu. And I just thought that was really
I'm gonna
cool.
go back. We don't have to rewatch
We don't
it.
see that Force power very often.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a sonic grenade in your mind that kind of disorients you and stuff. And like, it was just kind of cool to see, like, okay, he's still got some tricks that we haven't seen yet in his sleeve. Like, he's holding back on us for a reason. So there might be other things. Like, have we ever seen Maul use like Force lightning or anything like that? I don't think so.
No.
Or even Force persuasion or conquer mind or anything like that. Like, we could see some cool stuff still coming. I'm excited about.
Yeah, that's a cool call out, Tyler. Because it's something you see in like video games a lot. Like it's a really common Force power. You can take on like a Jedi character, like a Force scream, a Force sound, but it's not something you see like in the shows and the movies all that often.
Yeah. All right, that was my last comment, Michael.
Okay. Okay.
Anything else, Michael?
I mean, does anybody else have anything else they want to bring up that we haven't brought up?
Let's see.
I gave the first 2 episodes a high rating. This one's going to be super high. These ones.
Yeah, I think I've got mentioned all my notes at least once. Oh, I think Vario continues to be a delight for me. I
You love
love that character. I love the characterization, the voice acting, everything about him is just so fun. Like I love when he's in the Pike throne room, or he's talking to the Pikes, and like he's like, if this is one of your tricks, Vario, we're gonna gut you and do something, all these horrible things. Vario's like, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I like that too. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, that'll work. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just such a fun guy. I hope he survives the whole show. I don't want him to die.
Survive.
I bet he makes it through.
Yeah. He seems like he would.
Yeah. Well, we shall see. Well, do you want me to remind you what you gave 3 and 4 1 and 2, or do you remember
yes,
what
please.
you gave? Okay, I gave 1 and 2 an 8. Luke gave it a 7. Tyler gave it an 8, and Alexis gave it an 8.5.
Yeah.
So I'll start just to be nice to everybody so they can think about it. I gave 3 and 4 a 9. I'm saving that 10 for
I know. So,
maybe episode 9 and 10, but
it could get better.
It could get better, but
Yeah.
that's my feeling. But you can always have 10s twice. I mean, no big deal. Luke.
Well, this is a tough one because I would, if we were rating these separately, I would rate 3 much higher than.
I know that's
4.
why, but then it drops it down.
So I think if I'm taking the 2 together and they're balancing each other out, I think I gotta go with a 8 this time.
An 8, okay. Tyler.
I think I'm gonna go kind of like how you did, Mike. I'm gonna say this is a 9.
Okay.
These were pretty good for me.
And Alexis, you had an 8.5 before.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 9.
You're gonna go 9.
Yeah, because I mean I gotta leave it.
I know.
I feel like episode 5 is gonna come in and be like, I'll be like, oh yeah, that was I'm gonna go 9.
Yeah, I said you can do double. You can do 10s for several. I mean, but if you think it's justified, I mean, I'm not. I don't want to, but it's like sometimes you need to have some place to go. So
yeah,
depending on what. So I am really looking forward to episode 5, and I think we all are.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Just because of seeing that ship and knowing the Empire is here now. What will happen with the Empire being there?
I also think it'd be cool. Like I love Tyler's Inquisitor theory about the detective's wife. I think that'd be so cool. But I also would like it if she's like the captain, or maybe even an admiral, like kind of an Admiral Dalla like archetype figure. Just because I'm a sucker for a Vital in a Navy uniform. I think it'd be.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what happens, because I don't think they posted anything about 5 yet. Oh, they have. They have put the titles up. So I have a feeling some people are going to be excited when I say what the name of chapter 5 is.
Ooh,
what is it?
Inquisition.
There you go.
There it is.
Let's
there
go.
It is.
See.
And chapter 6 is Night of the Hunted.
Night of the Hunted.
Inquisition sounds like maybe right. Might be some Inquisitors. So,
You see, but now the title for episode 6 is the one that's really got me. Got me thinking, like, who's doing the hunting, right?
Yes.
Like,
it could be anybody.
It could be. It could be anybody.
If I had to guess, I think there's going to be multiple hunters and multiple hunted. And I think we'll be in the same thing at the same time, both the same time for a lot of it.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the Maul Shadowhunter book right now.
Oh yeah,
If you ever read that, I'm like, oh, I think Maul's got this one in the bag too.
Maul's gonna win again.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's his show. He
yeah.
has plot armor.
It's
He's
his
good.
show. Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to tell you I've got the titles of a couple of the other ones too, but do you want me to say it? Yes.
Yeah.
You want me to say it?
Know.
Oh, yeah, tell
Okay.
us.
Chapter 7 is called Call to the Oblivion.
Call to the Oblivion.
And then 8 scares me to death. The Creeping Fear. And then
How many are there altogether?
10 episodes. I've got the name of 9, but not 10. 9 is Strange Allies. Oh, this sounds so interesting. And 10, it just says finale. But yeah, so that's kind of wild.
Do you think Darth Maul, is he going to live or is he going to die at the end?
I think they're going to do more seasons. I think he's alive.
You think they're going to have another season more?
I really do. This has had such a... Now, did they plan on having another season? I don't know, but
I didn't hear anything about
the way the buzz has been from the few things I've heard is everyone seems to really like it. So
you think they're going to have him?
I'm assuming he's going to live, and so we may not really have a resolution like we think we're going to. If they did plan on doing a season 2 anyway, we might not see Vader. Maybe not until season 2.
For sure.
Yeah.
But we do know the Maul lives, right? He doesn't die until Rebels.
Right.
Yeah. As Tyler pointed out last episode, he has that great death scene with Obi-Wan on Tatooine. So, so we know he has to live until that point.
Yeah. So they'll probably do a second season,
if not a third.
Or a third. Yeah, it's true.
Just to keep us busy.
I just Googled it, and on StarWars.com they have confirmed a season 2.
Well, see, there you go.
So we are getting for sure a season 2. That's crazy. Now this changes everything.
We have to re-talk about it. Yeah.
Now, how many years is it between this and Rebels?
I'd have to look at the actual dates.
That's what I was wondering too. How
Rebels starts what 10 BBY or no, sorry, BBY.
I personally can't remember. So
in 5 BBY.
5 BBY. Oh, close. Not quite. 5 BBY.
Close.
Yes.
And what are we here?
So this is 18 BBY. So that's about like a 13-year difference.
13-year difference. Okay, so we could have another 9 seasons. Is that what we're saying?
Another 9 seasons.
For sure. For sure, 3.
We haven't had a long running.
At least
show.
I was gonna say at least 3 seasons.
Well, I'm thinking it's at least 3. Yeah.
Oh, so Maul will for sure live.
Oh, this brings me so much joy. That means we get to do this so many more times.
3 years. Yes.
3 years.
That is so crazy. Well, on that note of thinking about years in the future, thank you everyone for coming. I only had one comment. If you're here and you want to bring up something that you would like us to try to talk about, or you talk about, or whatever, just let us know. And on that note, we'll see you next week, Wednesday, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific time. And if you're in the Central Time Zone, it would be 2 p.m. So everyone take care. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.